Rawr!
Ew.
Hello and welcome to Midnight Readings. Today we'll be reading Intermezzo, written by Randomgreymane. And as always, these are our amazing Patreons. Link is in the description if you want to. Link is in the description if you wish to join. And every little helps. Now, shall we get to it? The night was hectic for the princess. Stars weren't staying where she put them. Dreams were confused. And in general, everything that went wrong could. You, go there and stick, she exclaimed to the errant star she was placing, briefly waiting. She nodded in approval as the star twinkled, but remained exactly where she put it. Sipping briefly on a cup of tea, she surveyed her results. Only 5 more constellations to go, she thought to herself. She felt a twinge behind her right ear, and she turned to address the intrusion. In front of her floated a tiny green point of light. "Oh, why hello, little one," she said with the warmth in her voice. "Are you lost?" The light bobbed briefly and sputtered a little. "Having some issues, I see," Luna replied. "Here, let me help you." She continued as she reached out a hoof to touch the tiny spirit. "Hold still, please. This won't hurt a bit." With a focus honed over hundreds of years, the moonlit princess slowly fed energy into the light in front of her, shoring up things broken, clearing away darkness, and shaping the outside edge smooth. "There," Luna said with a smile. "Do you feel better?" The light wobbled, but showed a brighter emerald color. Something still feels off. Hold still," Luna replied, while concentrating and connecting to the spirit again. In a flash, she felt the thoughts and ideas run through her mind. Concerns, fears, but most of all, love. "Ah, I understand now," Luna intoned in a soothing voice. "You need not concern yourself. Your mate and your filly are fine. It is not unusual for these feelings and thoughts after one leaves a life. Take no heed of them and rest. You made it through, and that you can be proud of. This one is a little troublesome, I will admit, but you made it. Take heart in that. Many could not battle a disease as long as you did and remain intact." The light made a figure 8 motion. No story can last forever. Thus, so it is with life for most of us. Even my sister and I needs must change things from time to time, Luna stated. But with the sadness of each parting, there is joy of new beginnings. Things end, and that's sad. Things begin anew, and there is joy. The light blinked once, and Luna nodded. We are all spirits of our greatest hopes and dreams. Sometimes our life diminishes us, but we often regain such strength once we are as free as you are now. The light spun in place. No, we cannot remain without a life. Not for long anyways, Luna explained. Each life enriches us and feeds us, even as it drains us. In the end we grow. If we do not experience life, we can't grow, and thus we only diminish. The light stopped and held steady. "Well, it's true," Luna exclaimed. "Without those experiences, good or bad, we would not become who we are in the end." The light hesitated, then it lightened on Luna's nose, blinking lightly. "Not forever. At least, I don't think so," Luna replied. "Even after as much time has passed in my own life, I still do not know the final outcome. The universe is big and mysterious, and I am in awe of that always. We live in both love and hate of the universe, and so it shall ever be, I suspect." The light appeared to give what could only be interpreted as a sigh, and hovered in front of the princess's face once again. "Oh, cheer up, little one," Luna replied. "All of us, myself included, are involved in a great dance, and I for one welcome it, even when I cannot hear the music and my hooves are trodden on. The light hovered, pulsing slightly. "And even," continued the princess, "if the universe ends someday, I am confident that we all shall meet together in a place. I must believe such. For if not, and all is lost, what is our worth?" The light drew the sign of a question mark in the air. "No, there's no way to ensure that we have happy lives," Luna said with a sigh. "Were all our lives happy, we would learn nothing." The light hung there briefly, then bobbed once. "The cycle of life is as sure as..." Luna paused. "As sure as your mate's horrible singing." The light bounced off Luna's nose as if in protest. "Well, you must admit he is flat as a board," she replied. The light sighed again and bobbed once. "For what I can see, he and your filly will be fine," Luna said. "Granted, I'm a princess, not an oracle, but I see challenges, and not a few tears. But I do not see ruin." The light bobbed erratically. "Shush, calm yourself," Luna replied. "I give you my oath as a princess that I will look after them. Does this satisfy you?" The light settled into a gentle bobbing motion. With that addressed, "We move on to you," Luna said with a smile. "What shall we do with you, little one?" The light blinked a little, and circled the head of the princess once more. "Where do you want to go, my dear?" Luna said. "Focus, please. There it is." With a strong puff of breath, the Night Princess blew in the tiny light, as if blowing on an ember, until it shone a brilliant emerald green and increased in size. "You fought well, little one, and you deserve a reward. Safe journeys." A final inhale and a puff of breath, and the green light sped off into the ether, to its destination, its size growing as it departed, until it was out of sight. "Farewell, young one," Luna said, while picking up another star. The star stuck, then started slowly sliding away in the ferment. "Think happy thoughts, Luna, think happy thoughts," Luna muttered, while taking another sip of tea. That is a sad one, but also a sweet one. I want to give this person a hug, but I think Luna handled it well. Very well. In the author's notes, it says this: "I recently lost my partner of 30 years. I wish her safe journeys and hope she shines as brightly as I know she can. It is sweet, it is kind, and it's comforting. Thank you for the story, Randomgreymane, and to all those listening. Stay safe and keep watching that moon."